I tell my kids that I coach, I love them. To them, it might be uncomfortable, but to me, that's me letting y'all know that this is okay. Like, you can do this. Like, you can tell another man that you love him. Yeah. Like, you can tell another man that you missed him or you ain't seen him in a while. Is he okay? You can ask him that. Like, these are things that I try to model even with my friends, my peers, because it's just not like, now we see it a lot. Oh, men's mental health and men, we see it a lot now. It's become kind of commercial, but it's still not really practiced enough.
I tell you lies and it's just so toxic. You lie, I lie too. Girl, I don't love you. You know it's lies when I say it's just you. But don't be mad, boo. I once believed too.
First, let me make this clear. It's DNS Soldier.
And this is Robby Too Fast, and thank you for tuning into the Two Sides of the Heart podcast. Today, we got a hooper, you feel me? He was raised in Caroline County. He's a rehab coach, clothing business owner, and the head basketball coach from North Carolina High School. I don't know about that last part, but it's all right. He's college educated, father of 2 daughters. He's the youngest of 2 boys and 2 girls. He's engaged to his partner of 10 years. He received a citation from the town of Denton and Caroline County commissioners for his NAPDAY Invitational. He has resurfaced the basketball court at Sharp Road Park. He's released his very own sneaker. We need a pair of those. And he owned a brick and mortar streetwear clothing line. Please welcome Terae Warner. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Appreciate you for coming by, man. You're a true legend for real.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I knew about your invitation before I knew about you, but that's all right.
Right. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
Sure. We gonna get started then?
All right, bro. So who is Terae Warner?
Oh, man, that's a good question, bro. I feel like I wear a lot of different hats, man. But honestly, it starts with being a father. That's the first one, the most important one. Then after that, it's a husband. But most people know me for like my clothing brand, what I do in the community. Like you said, my NAPDAY invitational event. It's grown to be something more than we could have ever expected. But yeah, man, I'm just a guy who tries to do his best to help out anybody and everybody.
Yeah. Where did that come from? Wanting to help everybody?
Man, I don't know. I feel like it started like as a kid, like seeing my mom do that a lot. My mom, she worked in the school system. I saw her every day helping kids, not just that look like us, but kids in general. She worked the after school program. She did summer camp. So I just saw her always in the community making an impact. And I think if you combine that with the morals that she instilled in me, it kind of just made me that type of person. Yeah.
So what inspires you to become a rehab coach?
Honestly, bro, it just happened. It kind of just aligned with what I already do. It was a job opportunity that one of my friends pointed out to me, and I just got in that field probably 2 years ago. And I've learned a lot, man. I've learned a lot working with youth and adults in the mental health field. So like I said, it just all aligns, working with kids, being a rehab coach, those skills and tools tie together.
What is a rehab coach?
So rehab coach, we help youth and adults like develop daily living skills. Anything that they need help with. It may be finding resources. It may be social communication, emotional skills, emotional regulation, different things like that. So, and that kind of in turn, like I said, helped me with being a basketball coach, interacting with people and youth in the community. I'm able to kind of relate and be able to meet them where they are to kind of just do my part.
That's crazy. We more alike than I thought, because we kind of do the same type of work in mental health. Like we're I'm a PRP counselor, so we both are. So we do the same type thing every day.
Same thing. Yep.
Literally the same thing, different name, but that's crazy too. And it gives me a better appreciation for life. Just seeing where people come from, and it's just like, I didn't even know like that other side of the world.
Like, because like it made me realize like some of the stuff that people deal with, like I just knock it out second nature. Like it's not even really an issue to me or an obstacle. I like to call them barriers. It's not even really a barrier to us, but for some people, those simple tasks like going to the grocery store is like they gotta get themselves ready to do something that simple. So like you said, it kind of makes you empathetic and kind of builds a compassion for others because we take it for granted. But in reality, it's like people really have these struggles on a daily. So that helped me like understand really what people deal with.
Yeah. And I think I might have been a little bit more ignorant to the fact of like how hard it is or how fortunate we are to have something as simple as a high school diploma or like a support system. Like those things, you take it for granted. Like your big brother, your big cousin there, like you take them for granted. But there's some people like most of the clients I have, they don't have a support system. Yeah. They don't have a high school degree, let alone a GED. Most of them dropped out in 11th grade. So it's like those factors alone already put them behind the ball. And so that now, and then on top of that, they might be on drugs. So you got all this working against you to even be able to get a job. I don't even know if you can get a job without a high school diploma.
It's hard, man. Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult. Like it's really only a certain amount of things that you can do. Like you said, like, I don't know, like we take those things for granted because we accomplished it so long ago and we've done things since. Like it just makes a big difference.
How did you open your store?
That's a good question, man. So I started my brand first in 2018, and like I always tell people, like looking back, I feel like I kind of rushed open the store, but it's one of those things that once you do it, it's already in motion. So it's no looking back. So I kind of changed my point of view on that, on my perspective on that. But so I started my brand itself in 2018, and in 2019, I opened my space. It's kind of like on the whim. I was just like, you know what? Like I was kind of getting overwhelmed as far as like space and keeping my product and my inventory. And I was like, I'm just going to get a space. It wasn't really thought out. It was like a spur of the moment type thing. It was like, I started looking at spaces, and I found a spot in Denton, like right on Market Street that really worked with my budget. And I was able to get it, and I had my grand opening in July of 2019. And that's actually how NAPDAY came about. NAPDAY is a yearly anniversary of the grand opening of the storefront. So that's how that started.
What inspired you to create your brand?
Man, my brand, it was I got to a point where like I was working like a lot of different 9-to-5s, and I saw the cycle of I would get bored with the 9-to-5, like no matter what I was doing. I went from factories to car dealerships to like dispatching like trucks, like in the trucking industry. I did that too. And I saw the pattern. I would just get tired of a job. And I was like, I'm just going to try to start something on my own. So I made a short list of things that I liked and loved and things that I could see myself doing in a career. And it was like, it's crazy because now I look back, it was like sports, which is like coaching, something I'm doing now. Clothes, fashion, that was always something like that I could remember since being a kid that I was into, like clothes and fashion. And I was like, man, low cost, high risk. I'm going to start a clothing brand and just try it, see where it takes me. And I just started in 18, and I was just kind of like grinding away, doing a lot of research. When I like start something new, I get like fascinated with learning about it and the ins and outs. And this is all I think about. So that's what happened with that. And I just built the brand up like super fast. Started doing pop-up shops. I would have my own pop-up shop. I would go to events, set up my stuff, just get my brand out there in front of people. And I just built it up, man, and I got a space, and luckily I had a lot of people that supported me, and that was kind of like the first thing that I accomplished, like as an adult. Like as I look back, honestly, as a kid too, besides sports, that was the first thing that I like accomplished, like first thing that I could say that I positively did that like had some substantial meaning. So my store, like that, I always say like, that was the project that, not even a project, but that was one of the endeavors that like after that, I was like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I could do anything. I made my own store. Like I started my own store just off of my brand out of my living room. Like I can do anything.
Yeah.
It just had me in that mode. And ever since then, like when I pursue something, I may get nervous or I may have doubts, but I got supreme confidence because I've just seen what I'm capable of. And like growing up, like I said earlier, my mom, she always like poured into me and it was always, you can do this. Like you can do whatever, like you can accomplish this. You're capable of this. That's what it always was growing up. So I feel like that played a big part too.
What does it mean to you? Well, first question I'll say is like, actually, what is a not a phase? Like, how did you come up with that?
That's a good question too. So when I started my brand, I was like I'm looking back, like I was very like self-aware. Like I was very mindful of like who I was, even at the immature stages of my life. So like at that point, when I started my brand, I knew that anything that I pursued prior to that, like once it got difficult, I stopped. So like I look back, like I went to fashion school. It got difficult. I stopped. I went to regular college. It got difficult. I stopped. So I'm looking at all these different patterns, and I was like, I need a name that is going to make me stick with it when it gets difficult. And I was like, I was coming up with these different names, and I had a couple different names that I wrote down, and I was like, not a phase clothing, because I can't stop. I was like, and then I can use like not a phase, and I can flip it to nap, and I can do nap and sleep and nap 634. And it just was like, it just felt right. It just felt right. So that's where that's where like not a phase came from. And now, like I said, that built the brand, and then the brand built the store. And then I feel like everything I've accomplished since then has been because of the brand.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird to look back, like to talk about it and think about like, like that, me choosing a name of that, like that meant something like that. Like really, like look what it led to. Yeah, it's crazy to think.
Yeah, but I think that's my next thing. Like, do you really ever be able to look at like the magnitude of what you've created, or did you ever mean for it to be something of that magnitude?
Nah, man. And like, I like to think of myself as like a creative, like whether it's like fashion, events, marketing, designs, anything. Like I'm a creative. So like, we're always like working on the next something. Yeah. Like I'm always working on the next something. So like, I try to like, when I get a chance or when I think about it, I try to like look back at like some of the stuff I've done. But I don't know, man. I never, to answer your question, I never like expected, like my vision for the brand when I first started, it was like, I just want to make a dope brand that like my goal was to be in the mall, like in stores in the mall. Like that was my goal. I was like, if I could be a dope brand and be in like DTLR, like stuff like that, I was like, that'd be cool. Like I'll live with that. And like when I first started, like I was in a store, like I was able to get my product. It was like a small streetwear shop in Baltimore, but I had my product in there, like on consignment. So like I was able to accomplish that. Like, and I learned a lot from that. Like that was when I first started my brand, bro. I didn't even have like tags. I didn't have sizes in my stuff. Like that store taught me a lot. It was like, yo, you got to do this with your brand. Like, like you can't sell your stuff like this. You got to do it this way. And this is how you get your consignment. And this is the part of the week. Like I learned a lot. Like, so that's why I always tell people, just try stuff, bro. Because if you're like trying to build something, like you got to realize like you're not going to school to get a degree in this industry. I didn't go to school to get a fashion degree, right? Or a business degree. So I'm learning all this stuff on a whim. So you have to learn from experience. So you got to take chances and try these different avenues. Yeah, it might be different. Yeah. But if you're trying to build something, you got to try it because that's how you're going to learn. Yeah. As long as you learn something, it doesn't matter. Like just make sure you take something away from it and use it going forward.
I think the biggest thing, so the second time that we did this, we had 15 planned, but we only had 5 people that showed up. Yeah. So it's like, dang, but a couple people was like, dang, I forgot. Okay, let's start hitting people up. I don't know, like I hit people up 3 months away, a month away, 2 weeks out. so that people can remember. So at least I can say that I did my part to make sure that everybody got here.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing we learned, like, you know, hitting people up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous to hit you up. I was nervous to hit a couple people up because I'm like, man, like, who am I to?
Right.
But at the same time, if you never, like you said, if you never tried,
you don't know.
You don't know. And then he was like, yeah, I definitely want to come. You know what I mean? And then especially looking at it like in your head, like, you know, Nat might not be like, you know, it's big, but in like, it's just my brand. But I'm like, I know it. Like I heard NAPDAY. Like my sister played in your invitational, so like I know what it was before I even knew who you were. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's just cool, you know, to have all that. But then for me, like this just, you know, we do this on a regular. But for other people, it's like, yo, I've never been on a podcast before.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me, I see it as an opportunity to kind of like tell my story and help other kids out that may be like wondering like who I am or like how I got to this point. But like for y'all, like when you reached out, it was like I saw it and I'm like, this looks professional. Like message looks professional. Like the way they're going about it, like the way you sent the questions, like all that, like the whole process. I was like, okay, like they're like taking it serious. That's all it is for me, because that's what it was with my brand when I first started. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew what Nat was. I was going about stuff the right way, so people were giving me opportunity. Exactly. That's all it boils down to. Like, so the same way that I was able to build mine up, I can help somebody else build theirs up.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we trying to get some clues, so we're gonna definitely.
Exactly. Exactly. It's always something that we can help each other with.
Exactly. He got it on the jacket, got it on the socks. Like, he got socks. Yo.
Yeah, bro.
Can you imagine having your own socks, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know what it was until you said that, like not a phase, and then it clicked. Oh,
because you probably heard like Nat, right?
Yeah, that's all I've heard. Like that's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's tough.
And see, that was like my vision. I was like, yo, like I can flip not a phase into Nat. Like I was like, and that could be like, because I looked at other brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. I'm looking at them and I'm looking at their logos and I'm looking at what you see on most of their like I said, like I get infatuated with like certain stuff. Like when I'm pursuing it, like I'll get really locked in, like next level, like can't sleep type. Yeah. And I just started like studying like the bigger brands, the brands that are, it's so different now than when when I was growing up. Y'all are younger than me, but when I was growing up, it wasn't like, there was no social media. Right. There was no like smartphone where you could just go on Google like and look up information about making clothes. Yeah. Or look up information about starting a podcast. Like we can literally like type in all the equipment. Tell me all the equipment I need to start a podcast.
That's literally what I did.
In my hand. Like I can type that in with my phone in my hand. Like, so like we have access to so much information now. Like we can literally do anything. Yeah. We can do anything.
Yeah, I do think it's also important too, like having somebody accessible like you, like you're on my podcast now, and I'm seeing you have your own thing. Cause we've been trying to do clothes for a minute, but knowing somebody like this, you know what I mean? And like we family, like we talked about it outside. We family, so I could definitely hit you.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to meet my cousin. I just
exactly,
like
bro.
He married to my cousin, so we cousins. You feel me? Yeah,
that's how it works. Family, we all fam.
Yeah, so but being able to see that though was so, you know what I mean? Knowing somebody in this area, like now, it seems really attainable. Yeah, because you know you've seen people with their own brands, but to know somebody like that,
and that was like that was my thing with the shop too. Like kids being able to see that and like go in the shop and touch different stuff and see different stuff. Like you said, like some kids never seen Supreme before. Like some kids never been around Supreme before. Some kids never been around Travis Scott shoes before. Like some kids never been able to touch this stuff. Like, so for that to be like in their reach where they can walk past the shop on the way to the library and stop in the shop and touch this and look at this and see this, even if they just stopping in and getting on my nerves, just chatting. I might be trying to make some shirts. They in there just bothering me. But at the same time, that's why I'm there. Like, that's why I wanted it to be there. So I don't know. I feel like that was the main thing for me. And that's one of the things that drives me all the time is like, I have this thing about doing stuff that hasn't been done. like that, like really drives me, like doing stuff that hasn't been done. And I look back, like you said, and I'm like, I've done multiple things that haven't been done. Like I dropped my own shoe. I opened a store. We did NAPDAY. Like you don't get caught up in while it's happening because I'm literally just like fulfilling my purpose. Yeah. Like literally just fulfilling my purpose. Yeah. And you look back and you're like, oh, I've done this and I've done this. But to me, I'm just helping people, bro. Yeah. That's all I'm here to do. Literally all I'm here to do is just help people.
So what inspired you to create your own shoe?
Man, like I said, man, it's kind of like, to answer your question, it's like, it was one of my goals when I started my brand. I was like, I want to drop a shoe. Like if I start a brand, I'm like if anything I do, I'm like, I got to do it at a high level. Like anything I do has to be done at a high level. Like I want to be like one of the top. Like when you name the top to do whatever it is that I've done, I want to be in that mix. So if it's a clothing brand, if it's coaching, if it's having basketball events, like I want to be one of the top to do it. I want to do it at a high level. So like when I started my brand, that was one of my goals, is dropping a shoe. And it was like, I guess I would say I was like 4 years in, and I was like, man, it just felt right. Like like sometimes I just pursue stuff. I just start the process on stuff sometimes because I know if I start the process, I'm not gonna like I'm not turning back. Like after I go a certain length, I'm not turning back. Like when I started my brand, I went and bought, y'all ever heard of a Cricut? Like the machine that like cut vinyl to like make t-shirts and stuff. Yeah. Or like make cups and stuff. Like I went and bought one, and I knew that like once I bought one, it was like 200 or something. I was like, once I bought it, I knew I wasn't going to look back. I knew I was going to figure out how to do it. I knew I was going to figure out how to make shirts with it. But with the shoes, like I just started talking to the manufacturer. I got a sample. It started with a sample. I got a sample because I was like, I'm not going to drop a shoe. Like I loved it. I respect the game so much, like the shoe game so much. I'm not going to drop a shoe that's not quality enough to wear. Right. Like I know real people that like really are in that world, like that. And I'm one of those people, like, so like, it's gotta be a real, like, it can't be no phony, like it can't be phony. Like, so I got the sample. I wore it. Just to make sure, like, I want to see what it do when I just wear it to the ground, right? I turn it into a beater. So, it held up pretty good. And I was like, all right. And like the process, I went through the process. I designed it. Once they made my batch, I got a sample, but once they made my batch, I didn't really I didn't think the design was what I asked for at first. But then, like I talked to somebody, I talked to Hawk that play in color, Hawk that does play in color that we did the court together with. I talked to him and I showed him the shoe and he was like, what's wrong with it? He was like, what? I was like, man, they didn't make it how I wanted. He was like, what's the problem? And I realized that like, it still goes back to storytelling. Like people won't know the design is wrong. They only know what story I tell them. And that's your brand. Your brand is storytelling, right? Yeah. So if I don't, if I don't act like anything's wrong, nothing's wrong. You feel me? And I showed somebody else, and they was like, "Man, that don't look good to me." And I just kind of like got a silent poll, and I was like, "I'm gonna go along with it," because I just had so much in mind for the drop. Like I said, I'm not gonna do nothing like average. So like I was like, if I drop a shoe, I need a custom box with custom paper. I need to do a release event. I need to do like in-store only release event, like where we have people come to the store and buy the shoe like nostalgic, like back in the day, like when shoes would come out and people would go camp out, or people would go to be at the mall when the mall opened. Like I wanted to bring that feel back because that's the era that I'm really from. Like I'm really from the shoe game. Like like I love sports and coaching, but like I'm really from the shoe game. Like so that part, I was like, I'm gonna tie all that together, and that like it came out like super dope. The process was dope. The event was dope. It all came together.
Nah, I feel you on that. Like when we were doing this podcast, like I was telling him, man, like, you know, we're going to get mics in our budget right now, but eventually we're going to have $400 mics. He said, $400 mic.
Right. Because when you at the certain point that you are, like, it seems like so far down the line, like, right? Because it seems like so far down the line, but then you look and like when you really pursuing it and you hustling and you put your all into it, you look up and it's time to get the mics. You look up, it's gonna be time to get the mics, bro. Like that's the way it works because you so invested in the process and growing your brand that the time goes by so fast. The time goes by. Like the other day, I was like, bro, I can't believe I had my brand this long. Like I can't believe I had my brand this long, bro, and you just don't notice it because you so in the process of building it.
Nah, for real. Like I feel like that. Like we 10 months in, it'll probably be. We almost had a year.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing this consistently for a year. We've had bumps. We might have missed a week of dropping an episode or, you know, missed a couple of days of posting clips and stuff. But for the most part, consistently, we've been doing this. Yeah. And it's just like, man, like, and it's crazy because we didn't think, I didn't think we would be this far in 10 months. Like, you could not.
That's how it be.
I thought it'd take like a year and a half, 2 years for people to start, for Terae Warners to be coming and all this stuff. Like, but it's like, wow, it's just crazy. Now it's just like, where are we going to be at in 2 years? Yeah. Like, what, like, how far is it really going to be? You know, like, because like I still work a 9 to 5. How this is going, I probably won't be doing that much longer. And exactly. And that's kind of scary at the same time because it's like I've had this stability. Like I've been working since I graduated Colonel. 3 months later, I was substitute teaching at Federalsburg Elementary School. Since then till now, I've always had a 9 to 5. I've always been, you know, that security blanket. Yep. But now it's on me. Yeah. You know, so if I don't post, that's money out of my pocket. Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. We don't drop an episode. That's kind of scary, but at the same time, it's intriguing too. Yeah.
Yep. It is, man. It is. And to be able to get to that point where you even have to start thinking about not having a 9 to 5, that's progress. Yeah. That's the thing that we got to realize too, is like, don't get caught up in pursuing that long-term goal, that big goal. Let's knock down, you feel me? Don't forget about the ones that we knocked down along the way. That's what it be sometimes. Like sometimes when we pursuing such a big goal, like we forget like the little stuff that we do, the little stuff that is a win too.
So tell us about your NAPDAY Invitational.
So NAPDAY, it started out like I said, as the anniversary for our grand opening. So the first year that we had it was 2020, I believe. Yeah, the first year that we had it was 2020. That year it was like in front of the shop. It was like no basketball involved. It was in front of the shop. We had vendors, we had music, we had food trucks, but no basketball. And like the turnout wasn't like what I expected. It was like right after COVID. Yeah. But it still wasn't like, I was like, man, it's not enough of my community here. Like I had support, like people definitely supported. It was people there, but I was like, it's not like what I envisioned. Like I just knew it wasn't right. And when we building something like this, like we don't necessarily always like know what it's supposed to look like exactly. But we know when it's not right. Like, cause like I said, we haven't done it before. So like, I just, afterwards, I was like, I always try to like reflect on like events and like when I'm a vendor, when I do pop-ups, I always go sit down and get something to eat afterwards. And I kind of like, debrief. I kind of go over the event, how'd it go? Yeah. Did we make money? Did we engage with a lot of customers, potential customers? Did we build any relationships? So I always try to do that after events too. And after that event, I was like, it was good, but it just don't feel like it was what I expected. So I was like, I got to include my community more. I was like, how do I include my community more? Add basketball. I'm like, add basketball to Ray, duh. Like that's already a part of who you are anyway. You're already in the basketball community. So I'm like, add basketball. I'm like, okay, I add basketball, but how? I'm like, I want to do something for the kids. All right. So I'm like, the only all-star game that the kids have on the Bayside is the Bayside All-Star game at the end of the basketball season. But that's only your seniors. It's only seniors. What about the kids that's juniors and sophomores and freshmen that can go? So I'm like, we'll do an all-star game where it's selection only based off of how you play during your season. We'll do middle school game. We'll do high school game. We'll do boys, girls, and we'll do like a pro game too. I was like, we'll do it that way. And we did it that way. I was like, once again, but I'm like, nah, we really gotta do it. So we get uniforms, we get sponsors, we get DJ, music, all that. Backdrop for photos. We do a photo shoot before the game to debut the uniforms, and it just like the whole event just like went to another level. I'm like, and now I'm like, this is what I see. The only problem, it rained, but it rained, but everybody got their games in, everybody got to play. This year was actually the first year it didn't rain. Crazy thing. Hawk was like, shout out to Hawk. Hawk was like, move it to August. He was like, it always rains a lot in July. He was like, just move it to August. I moved it to August, no rain. And this was the best one yet, in my opinion, because we did the court. But yeah, so that's where NAPDAY came from. I was like, man, I want to do something for my community because the community is who supports my brand. Y'all help my brand do well. I have a storefront. I'm like, my store does well in sales because of the community buying my product. So I'm like, all right, out of the year, y'all support my brand all year. I'm gonna take one day and we're gonna do NAPDAY and I'm gonna give back. So we do vendors. We had like 30 vendors that year. We did face paint and all the kids get free uniforms. Every kid that plays gets a free uniform. Shout out to our sponsors on that. And like the vendors come out, they get to make money. The kids, everybody get to play. It's just a good day. Now it's turned into like something that I never like envisioned. Like kids all the way up to like people older than me. Like they look forward to NAPDAY because it's like a dope day where they can just come, hang out, get some good food, hear music, chill. They don't got to worry about nothing crazy going on. Like that's the thing too. Like I don't never have like no issues, and I feel like that's because my community respects me and what I do for them. I feel like that's where that comes from. Not that I'm like nobody special, but like they know that like the vibe I bring in, they just really respect what I do for them.
No, first of all, you is somebody special. Let's start there. Second of all, I'm jealous, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm jealous.
Why, bro? Because
I'm a football player, so I've always wanted to do something like that. I've been trying to get flag football tournaments for like the past 3 years, and it always crumbles. But I got you now,
right?
So we all good.
We can figure something out, man. We can come up with something for sure, man.
But also, I think that's real cool. Like I remember, like my sister Sharice, when she played in your invitation, I was like, "This is fire!"
Like she played in the first one and the second one, I think.
And I was like, "That's so cool that like somebody recognized, like, especially because Colonel girls basketball, like,
Colonel, a smaller school, exactly."
So, but for somebody to recognize how good she was doing, that made me feel proud as a big brother. That somebody recognized that and that she's out there
because they deserve it. I look at it like that. Like they deserve that recognition too, and like they get it. Like it's turned into something big for them too. Like the kids love NAPDAY, bro. Like because they all get their pictures, they get to get their videos, they get their content, they get to be around their friends. Like that's something that we never had growing up. Like a lot of the stuff that I do is based off of that, like filling that void from when I was a kid. So like the community and the next generation benefits from it. But for me, it's like healing that inner child for real.
That's real. That's real right there. I feel that too. Cause like, that's why I said it makes me proud as a big brother. Cause me, like I played at Colonel and like, you know, I feel like I was a pretty good football player, but like I probably didn't get the recognition or a lot of my friends, like, you know, he's the best defensive lineman I know. For real? Like he was surgical. But nobody got to witness that. So now all you hear me talking about, man, that's your friend. But no, but like if we would have had something like that. And so now I want to, you know, be able to do that for the people now too, because like you said, like they deserve it. Like, you know, for real.
Because like, that was my thing. Like I always was like, our kids, we have kids over here that are just as good as like those kids that play at a high level, like from different areas. Like you said, our area is just smaller. Like now, like I look at NAPDAY last year and like the kids like are legit, like all college basketball players. Like, like some of these kids like really play at a high level, like prep, like travel, Puma circuit, like these kids play at a high level. So like it's like wow, like it's not just me providing a platform. It's y'all like developing your game as athletes.
Absolutely.
Like y'all are getting better individually, so that event gets better.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't no talent in the game, then it's not really going. You feel me? You can't be an invite only event if there's no talent in the game. Yeah. So if y'all don't take the invite, then NAPDAY is nothing. Exactly. NAPDAY is nothing. So shout out to those kids for putting in that work. But this season, starting Saturday, actually, we all enemies. Everybody. If you don't have on blue and a bulldog, we are enemies starting Saturday. That's as real as it's gonna get. They know I love them to death, but like I'm the type like in the off season, I'm sharing all they posts. You know, they post pics and post they highlight clips and they tapes. I'm reposting everybody's joint. But when the season comes, they know I'm not reposting nothing. I'm not reposting nothing. No, not reposting nothing, bro. But it's fun though. It's fun to see all those kids like doing well though.
I definitely feel that. Now, I got to come to some of the games. I got to watch.
Colonel's good.
I'm about to say I'll be at Colonel game.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're good. Like those are my guys for real.
Yeah,
those are my guys. I love Jazier, bro.
Yeah. How did it feel to receive the citations for your NAPDAY invitation?
Man, that was big. So like the one that I got from the county, I got that one in 2024, and like that one was like a surprise. Like the county commissioner just like popped up. He was communicating with Ty, my wife, and they kind of like set it up to make sure that he was there when like at a good time to be able to like give it to me in front of everybody. So that meant a lot though, like just because like I said, you don't do it for the recognition, but it also means a lot when people like point out that they see that you're doing something for somebody else. Like I think that's the main part for me. Like people like are acknowledging me for like helping others. Like that's all I want to do is help others. Yeah. The one from the town, like that one meant a lot too, because we were able to work together to resurface the court. Like for me, that was like I don't know, that was just like such a far-fetched idea for me. I never thought it would get done. Yeah. Like in the community that we come from, like you don't see that often. You don't see people working with the town to do projects for the community. Right. Like that's not common, especially in our area. That's just me being real. But one thing that I realized is that sometimes town administrators, they're willing to help. They just don't know exactly how to help. Yeah. So sometimes they get that stigma of not wanting to help us, but I think sometimes they just don't know exactly how to help. So I feel like in my scenario with my town, shout out to the town of Denton, I feel like we helped each other. I was kind of like a bridge for the project. I was able to bring Shelton on, and they needed a company to do the work. So I was able to tie that together, and they gave me pretty much free reign. Like they were like, whatever you want to do design wise, we're fine with it. You're free to put your logo or your brand name on it or whatever you want to do. And after we did it, we had a ribbon cutting. The town came out to the ribbon cutting. And then like a couple weeks after, I received a citation at the town meeting, and that was just, I don't know, that's just something that we don't see a lot, man. Yeah. It's something that we don't see a lot. So like for me, it meant a lot, man, to be able to like get that. It ranks pretty high up there on my list of accomplishments. Ranks pretty high.
Well, definitely congratulations with that. And, like, as we've been talking about it for the past, 10 minutes, you definitely deserve that for real.
Appreciate it.
Especially looking at the fact it's like you say, you don't even recognize, what you're really doing or who's really seeing it. And you don't even do it for that. You just do it because you see a need. Yep. You feel that void. Yep. And then when other people recognize it, it's like okay, appreciate it. Yep. And you still just keep on.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what it, like you said, it starts with recognizing that need, and then like I said, my brain just goes from there.
Yeah.
My brain just goes from there, man. But it's just makes me wonder, like, what's next? Like, what's the next 5 going to look like, or the next 10?
Yeah.
Because I look back and I'm like, this 5 has been like kind of crazy, like kind of crazy. But I'm excited, man. Just trying to keep improving in all aspects. I know there's always different areas where I can be better, whether it's a parent, a husband, just whatever, a coach. It's just always room for improvement. That's what I try to keep in mind.
So, how do you manage all of your endeavors?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, I got a good support system. My mom is like super, super helpful. My mom has our back. She's super helpful. I can always, like, if I got somewhere to be or something to do, I can drop the girls. I can get there. She can get them for me. She can pick them up, like whatever. She always helps us out. My wife, Ty, she has her own stuff that she's pursuing. But she makes it easy on me too. She's always like, what can I help with? What do you need help with? I'm just lucky, man, to have that support. And, I'm sure I got other people that would help too if I ask, but I'm just that type of person. I'm like, And luckily, like, I always tell people, I don't go anywhere where my kids can't go normally. So, that's kind of like a flex to me. Like, my kids can go everywhere I go. So, but other than that, man, it's just like on the daily, like, basketball season is hectic. Like, basketball season can be hectic because, like I said, I'm a rehab coach. So, and I have kids on my caseload. So I can't see them until they get out of school. So that makes for some long days sometimes. So some days I go from office, after school, to visits, to basketball. Then the day's over. Yeah. So, but that's only for 3 months out of the year. That's how I look at it. It's all about outlook and perspective. It's only 3 months out of the year that I gotta, and I'm doing it by choice. I'm doing it by choice because I get to do something I love. I love coaching. So I'm doing it by choice. So it's not like somebody's like, oh, you got to coach. Like, nah, my schedule is like this because I choose to do something that I love. So this is what comes with it.
Especially when it's just your purpose and you love it. It don't seem like work. It don't seem like a burden. You're just doing it.
Exactly. It's not really work.
Like right now, I think you are our 3rd interview. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna go sleep after this, but I'm not feeling it yet.
Right.
As soon as you leave,
yeah, bro. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Like, and it's like when you lay down, like, your mind's still racing. Like,
what can I do?
Your mind's still racing. I still gotta do X, Y, Z. I still gotta figure out boom, boom, boom. Like, so I already know how it is, man. It don't stop. But like you said, it's fun though. It's fun.
Has being a father made you more emotionally vulnerable, especially with having 2 girls?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I tell people, like, I wouldn't want a son now. Because, like, now I feel like I'm used to parenting girls. Like, it's a certain type of gentleness that you gotta have with girls. Like, it's a certain, like, approach. And like I said, like, being, like, my job, my work field has helped me with that too. Like, understanding, like, how to communicate in a productive way. How to let them process emotions. But yeah, it's made me more vulnerable emotionally because, like, I'm always trying to figure out how I can be better for them. Like, I feel like these years, like, are the easy years of parenting. Like, because it's like all the emotional stuff and boys and all that, like, that aspect of it. Like, I feel like these are the easy years. Right now, it's mostly just providing what they need. Like, you're parenting them and you're giving them life lessons, but, like I think like the distractions haven't started yet. And I think those start like middle school, high school. We haven't gotten to that point yet. So I feel like right now I'm in the easy years, but I'm nervous for those years. I'm nervous for what's to come as a parent. I know I'll be fine. Because I take pride in being a great parent, but it's gonna be different. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different. I'll probably be wishing I had boys, but I love my girls. So I love my girls. I wouldn't trade them for nothing. They've like helped me grow so much as a person, and they've helped me like become a much better version of me. Being their dad has like showed me that I'm capable of things that I would have never thought I was capable of. I take a sense of pride in, like I said earlier, just being great at everything I do. So I treat being a father the same way. But shout out to them for making me be a better person.
So what do you love most about parenting?
About parenting? At this point, it's kind of like seeing them grow, and like they're 8 and 7 at this point. So like hearing those conversations, like my oldest, like she literally talks all the time, all the time. Like, but that's good to me. Like that's good to me because like you're getting those reps at communicating, becoming a good communicator at a young age. You feel comfortable expressing yourself. Like you're retaining information. Like this is all stuff that I'm taking away from it, rather than being annoyed because she's talking a lot, right? Like that can be like common sometimes for parents. Not saying that, I'm a better parent than anybody else, but I'm just saying like as an adult, we deal with a lot of different things, different stressors. So sometimes it can become a lot, but like the best part right now is like seeing them grow. They're becoming like themselves, like they're becoming like individuals. I'm starting to see personality. I'm starting to see spunk. I'm starting to see like them open up and communicate more like in public, like with other people. And I don't know, it's just cool to see. It's cool to see. I'm kind of excited to see like what they pursue. That's kind of like the next step for me. I want to see what they pursue. But yeah, I'm back in their play 100%. They know that. So whatever they want to do, I'm down for.
I'm not a parent yet, but I got a 12-year-old brother. And so just watching him grow, like his voice by the deep is mine now.
Because it's like the same. It's not the same, but you seeing him grow too. You've been around since he was a baby, so like you get that same kind of feeling when you see them too. And
then like the one thing about allow him to ask questions, I always tell him to him like, don't ever be afraid to ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, how you gonna know? And I know some people might get frustrated with that, but he asked me a question, and like he'll ask me, he's like, why'd you start a podcast? And I was like, it's a good question.
Right. They ask you stuff sometimes and it's like, I never really thought about that. Like, how did a kid just ask me a question that I never thought about?
Right. Because they're curious, you know. He like, why do you do all these things? Like, because I podcast, I cut hair, I make music. Like, why do you do all those things? I'm like, because I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Right.
Something's gonna stick. Something's gonna stick for sure.
Is there a difference in how toddlers, teenagers, and adults need love from their parents?
Yeah, for sure. Toddlers is more so just nurturing, like giving them that love, making them know that everything's okay. Teenagers, that's a tricky one, man. It depends. They need that nurturing too, though. You gotta make sure that they know that you're a safe space and that they feel comfortable communicating with you and telling you what they're dealing with or what they're going through, without you giving them backlash or without you going off on them. Like, because if they don't feel like they can talk to you now, you got another issue. Adults is different too, man. Sometimes for adults, like adults need like compassion and empathy. They need you to, be willing to listen to where they're coming from. They might have some trauma that they need to discuss. I know our generation, a lot of us are the ones that are trying to address that trauma with, our parents or the generation before us. So, adults need that. They need to feel that safe space, kind of like teenagers. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like the same thing. But they need to know that, you're listening and that you'll get feedback too. Like if you're an adult, I should be able to give feedback and insight from my perspective as well. Especially if I'm listening to you and allowing you to have that platform.
I definitely think, there's definitely levels, and like, with toddlers or kids in general, it's like, nurturing, like you said, like a lot of nurturing and kind of like, I'm here for you, and then the teenager is in the middle of the adult and the toddler, obviously. But what I mean by that is like, it's nurturing, but also molding. Like now I'm trying to mold you into an adult, because now that you're an adult, I still show you love and everything, but it's not as much molding. Now you gotta kind of figure out what you're going to be trying to do. And I can try to put on you what I want you to do, but you can make your own decisions at this point. And it's not on me no more what you do. Right. Because you're not a kid no more. Exactly. So what you do at this point is on you. And I'm still here if you need that guidance. But then at the same time, it's not as much of if you have to do this or not. It's kind of about take this. And if I want to do it, I will. And if not, thank you. But I'm going to go this route.
Right. And I see it like now. I see it now with like parents and kids that they're still kids, but they just like graduated or they're at that young 20s age, and the parent is beating them down. They need to do X, Y, Z, this, but the kid knows that probably because 9 times out of 10, if you're getting on them, that means you raised them right. Make for them to know right from wrong, but they need some compassion at that point because they're trying to figure out the real world. Right. You feel me? Like they're not necessarily lashing out or not doing what you're saying, what you think is right. They're just trying to figure out what works for them. So, I just try to that's a big part that I see with like adults with parents with kids that are like, early 20s, late teens, like, they get caught up in getting on them for what they're not doing instead of trying to problem solve. Like help them problem solve, help them figure out what are some options. Right. But yeah, that's the hard part. I feel like I see a lot of times people they don't want to problem solve. That energy that they put into telling you what you're doing wrong, we could be using that energy to figure out how to find what you should be doing, how to find what you should be doing. So, I just feel like sometimes that might be the issue, and we gotta kind of guide more so rather than tear down.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also feel like sometimes like it's hard for a person to change with the times. So like whatever worked back then, it's not really working now no more. But it's hard for them to know that because for them, like it worked. Yeah, exactly. But now it's like it's a different ball game out there.
And I think too, like with the older generation, like because that's the way that they grew up, they think that's, like you said, they think that worked. But it might have been like extremely toxic, but y'all just think it worked because that's all you know. That's the way that you grew up. It's like if I go to private school or if I'm homeschooled and you go to public school, I'm going to think raising my kids in homeschool makes the most sense because that's what I grew up in. So that's what we see sometimes with, like you said, like some of that stuff from before is like, no way. Like, it's absolutely wrong. But some of the stuff that we had before growing up, like some of those morals and those lessons that we had, like some of that stuff we need to bring back.
No, for sure.
Some of that stuff not being around is the problem. But it's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance because like this generation that we see now, like they get away with some stuff that that like,
wow.
I just be like, you did what? Like, but it's just different. It's just different. So that's why I say like some of that stuff from before needs to come back. Like manners, just the small stuff, man, the small stuff. But I try to do my best to fill that void because like I can't get on the kids for what they don't know.
Yeah.
How am I getting mad at a kid because he hasn't been taught? It's not his fault. He hasn't been taught. So can I teach him or am I going to punish him for not knowing something?
Yeah. That's one of the biggest things I had to learn with my little brother. Like, cause like I was teaching him, or I was like, man, fold your clothes. And he would start folding them. I'd be like, vacuum. And he would do a poor job. And I'm like, yo, what the freak is wrong with you? Like, do you not see all this?
Like, yeah, you like,
yeah, I had to take a step back.
I
Like,
really showed you.
I was like, has anybody ever showed you how to vacuum? He's like, no. I said, all right, I'm gonna show you.
Right.
Now, after these 3 times, now it's on you.
Yeah.
Because I done showed you at this point.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Now we giving them kids reps of retaining that information, teaching these skills. That's what I tell them. I was talking to my little cousin the other day. He just graduated. I was like, bro, and he was trying to go to college and he wasn't feeling. I'm like, bro, just pursue different stuff. Just go try different stuff. You at that point where just try different stuff.
Yes.
If you like it, stick with it and see where it takes you. If you don't like it, go try something else. Like you gotta acquire all the skills you can. Acquire all the skills. Go get a trade. Go pick up an apprenticeship. If you don't like college, go get your CDLs. You could go get all 3 of these things in 2 years. Now you got these skills that can never be taken away from you.
Yeah.
So I tell people about me making clothes. Like if I never make another shirt, I will die knowing how to make clothes. Like, like I will always have that skill.
Yeah.
Like, so acquire all those skills that you can. I wish I did it when I was younger. Acquire all those skills that you can. And, that builds your value when you go do anything.
Yeah.
If I go do podcasting and I got a background in marketing, that adds to my resume. I may be getting paid for podcasting, but you got to pay me extra because I'm a marketing genius.
Right.
So these are things that you can't take away from me, and you can't really put a dollar on what people bring to brands. Like you just can't. So that's always a value. You see it all the time in the shoe industry. All these brands that are doing collabs with people.
Yeah.
Joe Freshgoods, Nigel Sylvester, like Bad Bunny, like Travis, like all these people that brands are doing collabs with, it's because the value that they bring to the collab. It's the value that person or that brand brings to the collab. So add value to yourself. It applies in any industry.
Yeah. And then also I feel like trying stuff, you don't know how that like goes into the other things you do. So like I used to a year ago, I actually had another YouTube channel I was a personal trainer. So I was just, making workout videos. And I stopped doing that because, whatever. But then that knowledge from making those videos now goes into my knowledge of editing this podcast and stuff. And so then now it's like, I'm like, podcast editing these clips is so effortless. Oh, because I was doing it a year ago.
Yeah, you already been doing
what I mean? And then even like our marketing, like we did music. Yeah. So now, traveling, listening to how people market themselves. Now we know how to market ourselves in this type of space. Because it's the same thing. It's just what area you.
Exactly.
So you doing all these things, and even you're taking the skills you wouldn't even know. Because I'm rapping, thinking that I'm ready to be the biggest rapper in the world, but not knowing like, oh, I'm actually learning how to brand myself, how to market myself, how to talk to people because I'm shy. You know what I mean? So then, but you practice and talk because I got to go talk to the promoter. I got to go talk to the DJ. Hey, look, this our song. I can't be like, the most women. You know,
right?
So
right,
all these skills are being gathered, and it'll end up being for the big scheme at the end of the day.
Yep. It's all like that's what it goes back to what I was saying about, like you said, trying different stuff, like when you pursuing stuff, you gotta just get those reps, bro. You never know. Like you said, now you know how to edit before you even started a podcast. Feel me? You got that skill, bro. Like even down to, and like I said, all the information that anybody needs is free. I ain't gonna lie. Like when people reach out to me in my DMs and they ask me for information, my first thought is, have you looked for it yourself?
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to give you the information, but for me, it's kind of like, have you put any effort in?
Yeah.
Cause I had to.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't just asking people. I was looking on my phone for free, just like you can do.
For sure.
So like,
exactly.
Before you ask something, just make sure that you're trying to put that effort in yourself.
Exactly.
That's all. Cause like you said, bro, anything I need is right there. Like it's all obtainable. I can literally type it in.
It really is. For real.
Yeah.
Like especially like going back to the clothing. We have our own different clothes and stuff. It's just, I'm like, dang, well, now I'm looking at you. I'm like, there gotta be an easier way than what we're doing. Cause like we buying $25 shirts, but then it's like, okay, how we going to market this? If I'm buying a $25 shirt, I gotta sell it for $100.
Right.
Who's gonna buy this $100 shirt? Right. It's probably an easier way.
Nah, we're gonna get you right, man. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna get y'all right, man, for sure. We're gonna get y'all right. Like that's like, and like, I don't know. That's kind of how I built my brand too. Is off of not gatekeeping. Yeah. Like that's how I always look at it. Like, yeah, I look at it from two lenses. The first lens is, it's not gonna hurt me to give the next man information. Second lens, actually 3 lenses. The second lens is, I'm trying to help build like my community, bro. What do I look like withholding information that anybody can get? It's free information. Like, who am I to be like, no, I'm not telling you. And the third thing is like the competitive nature. The way I look at stuff, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I can tell you where to get the same thing that I get from, and you're not gonna do it better than me. That's how I look at stuff, bro. Like that's just me being honest. I'm like, bro, this person is not better than me, bro. Like, so if I give them the same information, they're not gonna do it as good as me. That's just the way I look at stuff, and that's just me being like, that's inside look at that. Like that's who I am as a person. I'm a competitive person, and I feel like, but at the end of the day, I'm like, it's not me competing against nobody else, but that just helps me pursue. Right. You feel me? Like, but because it would be times when I see people like kind of doing like stuff that I've done, or like trying to do stuff that I've done. And instead of my mind going to, oh, they're copying, they saw that what I'm doing is working. So they're trying to do it. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. Exactly. Don't be small-minded and get mad over somebody copying you, because at the end of the day, I wasn't first to do it. They just saw mine and got inspiration. Right. It's the difference. Exactly. You feel me? You're not copying me because I'm not first. I'm just the one that you saw do it most recently, and you got inspiration from it. Just like I get inspiration when I see stuff. It's the same thing. So, I think that's what we gotta change that small-minded mentality, a small way of thinking.
What the kids call it, glazing. They be like, you glazing.
Like, and bro, I'm not glazing. Like, that's fire. Like, I can't help it. Like, that's fire. Like, I'm glazing because that's hard. Like, nah, bro.
And then people get upset, man, stop glazing me. But it's like, nah, you, like you said, you missing the big picture. Like, it's the biggest compliment for somebody to want to copy you. Because,
that's how they, it's crazy, because I'll be like, bro, like, just because you give somebody a compliment, that's not like glazing them. Like, you're allowed to give people compliments. like, but I don't know. It's different. They, social media really has an influence on the way they think. We used to follow trends like when I was like a kid, but I think it's like now it's like even more amplified because they see it on social media and they see all the likes that something gets, or like, so things just blow up faster. And become popular faster with social media. And they're like, if everybody's wearing it or doing it on social media or listening to it on social media, I am too. Like that's just a part of how they are. So I try my best to kind of remind them that it's better to be yourself. Because I spent a lot of my young adult years being a follower, following behind the wrong people, trying to fit in with the wrong people. And I feel like that set me back. But so that's what I try to keep them from doing. I try to keep them from wasting that time by giving them my knowledge, because I feel like God put me in certain situations and help me get through certain situations so that I experienced just enough to be able to influence the next generation.
Absolutely.
But not keep myself from any opportunities.
Why did it take you 10 years to get engaged?
That's a good question. So we actually been engaged since, 2020.
Good.
Yeah, we've been engaged since like 2020, but we've been together since 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been together since 2014, and our relationship, like I look back at our relationship and like we did a lot of things together, like for the first time together. Like we had our first kid together. We went to a bunch of different cities together. We like just like a lot of different life like accomplishments like we did together. So I look back and I'm like, we were legit kids when we met. And now we're like you said, it's been 10 years. We're not the same people anymore that when we first met. Like I look back, we're nowhere near, like neither one of us, we're not the same people. So like, as far as a relationship, it's like you gotta relearn each other. Gotta figure out. And me personally, like individually, like I gotta figure out what I need in a relationship, what I expect from my spouse in order to be able to communicate that with my spouse. Like she can't know what I need if I don't know what I need.
Right.
So, we just had to take time, like as time went on, we had to take time and kind of realize like, hey, this relationship, like, we can't like treat it the way that we've been treating it as time goes on, because we're growing individually. And, just like me as an individual, I always want to grow as a person. So I got to make sure that, our relationship does the same. But yeah, so right now Ty's, doing nursing school. She's about done. And the plan is once she's done, then we'll go ahead and kick the festivities off. Cause she be saying little stuff. She be throwing shots. Like, I'm like, all right, I get it. I see what you're saying. But nah, shout out to her, man. She holds me down, and she definitely like does way more than she has to, and we kind of carry the load together. But shout out to her, man. Shout out to her.
So what do you love about your wife?
About my wife? She always has my back, man. She always like a lot of the stuff that I do. Like she just gets thrown into it because we're together. Like she never questions. The only time that she was like, "Are you sure?" is when we got the shop. That's the only time that she was like, "You sure you want to do this?" But other than that, NAPDAY, coaching, trips, like whatever, she like, are you doing that? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, all right. Mm-hmm. With the season, she like, anything you need, what can I help with? What you need me to help with? Like, and that's all while balancing like her stuff that she has going on with nursing school too. So, but I feel like it's compromise. Like me and my mom talk about it all the time. Like, I think that like a lot of relationships don't last because the compromise isn't equal. Yeah. Like a lot of like people aren't willing to compromise. Like I feel like I do more than is required, and I feel like she does more than is required. And we both do more without expecting anything in return. And without the other side having to ask. So it's just it's gotta be that. And I'm lucky to have a partner that's willing to compromise. It's really that simple, because like some of the stuff that I do, it's like some females probably would be like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'll see you when you get home. Or like, why are we doing that? Like, why are we redoing a basketball court? And that, like, what does that got to do with it? Like, some people, that's how some people would see some of the stuff that I do. They may not see the purpose in it, but I feel like she really understands me and she knows how much that stuff means to me. So like the fact that she always has my back, like literally, like no matter what, like I could probably like rob a bank and she's gonna be like, what side you want me to pick you up on? Like, you feel me? So like, that's legit, like my ride or die for real. Like, I know I can count on her.
You know, when we started this podcast, all we wanted to do was just talk about, you know, love and relationships, and just kind of just get people to be open-minded to different things. And something I've heard a lot, and what you were just talking about, a lot of people talk about how pivotal it is to have a partner that will, like, you know, have your back and willing to compromise and just, you know, see your vision and, you know, do whatever it takes to, you know, kind of help. And so like, I just, you know, what does that mean to you that, you know, you've been able to find somebody that, you know, no matter what you do, you know, it might seem crazy to a lot of people, but to her, she's like, all right, what you need? Like, I got you. Like, like how important do you feel like that is? Yeah,
man, that's super important. Cause, like, I feel like if I was with a partner who wasn't like that, I almost may have to choose. It would probably be a situation where I had to choose. Like, it would probably be like, do you want to be involved in your community or do you want your family? Like, that would probably be the options. That would probably be the options. Now, if that was the case, I would hope that I realized that issue before we started a family, before we had kids and got engaged. I would hope that I have those conversations with her before we got to that point. But so that's why it's super important, because I feel like if it wasn't, then I wouldn't be able to be who I am. So I feel like, man, that's like, I don't know, I'm lucky because like I have a lot of friends and I see a lot of relationships around me, and we see it all the time in our community where things don't really work out. And I don't know, man, I'm just blessed. Like, I grew up in a household where I had both of my parents too. So I feel like I was used to that. I was very used to that growing up. So that was like one of the main things for me too.
Was there ever a time when loving someone got you hurt?
Yeah. Family members. Family members. We all had a relationship that didn't go right, that we, you know, that we were hurt in. But for me, like family members, I had a family member that I looked out for, and they kind of like did me wrong, like did something that I wouldn't expect them to do. And it was like, damn, like I was just trying to help. Like, like I like to think that my intentions are always pure. I try to think that I do everything out of love. And so like when somebody, like, I feel like that was the first time like somebody like did me dirty. Just to be point blank. Like I felt like somebody did me dirty, and it was like, I don't treat people like that though. So you feel me? Like that's kind of like hurt more because I'm like, I don't even treat people like that.
Yeah.
So like, why would you do that to me? But that was one of them times when you get like that chink in your armor and you like, all right, I gotta watch myself. Like I can't be who I am to everybody. Like
felt that.
You feel me? Like I can't be like, because I can't stop being who I am.
Right.
Like just because you did something that was messed up to me, I can't be like, all right, I ain't helping nobody now. I can't do that. Yeah. Now I'm wrong.
Right.
So I still got to continue to be me, but I just got to be a little more skeptical. Like I can't just be like, oh, willy nilly, like just helping everybody, because everybody don't appreciate it. Or they do until you do something that they don't like.
Yeah.
Then they don't appreciate it anymore. Then you're wrong. Then they're looking for it. You feel me? And like the person that did it to me, like I watched them grow up. So it was kind of like, like, you feel me? Like it kind of hit a little different, but, and like I said, like I grew up watching my mom, like bend over backwards for people, just help everybody for real. Not everybody, a lot of people. And my dad too. My dad helped people too. Like I seen them like take people in. They ain't got nowhere to go. They bring them in. They take them in. I had little cousins that stayed with us. My dad, like I had older cousins like that might have nowhere to go. Come on, y'all, just come stay here until you get yourself together type. So I saw that growing up a lot. And, even with my relatives, my grandma, she would take people, like everybody. It's kind of like common in our culture if you think about it. Like we gonna take somebody. It's always somebody that needs somewhere to go for real. Like so we see it pretty often, and that kind of rubbed off on me too. And like my heart is big. Like if it's something I can do, like I'm gonna try to do it for real. Like I'm gonna try. And that was what kind of like burnt me in that situation. It was a relative, but it was like, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Yeah. Take something away. Make sure you learn something, even in the worst situations. You got to take something away from those situations, even if it ain't good. Even if it ain't a good situation, you can still learn something positive from it, because you can learn something to take into the next one. Even if it's as simple as don't do it again, you can still learn. So you always learn something. Like, so I try to like process bad stuff. Like I try to process it, take the lesson I'm supposed to get from it, and just move on.
How has love impacted your life positively and negatively?
Positively, I feel like, my mom showed me a lot of love growing up. She showed me a lot of love growing up. And as I became an adult, I realized that everybody didn't get that. I realized that everybody didn't get that. So like, and I also realized like that her love like molded me like into the person, like into the adult I am. Like the adult that like will give a shirt off his back to people. The adult that wants to help every kid in his community. Like, I feel like her love made me into that person, because it was always, you want to talk about something, you need to talk about something. It was always like an open door. It was always positive reinforcement. And I realized that everybody didn't get that growing up. I see it now with the kids I work with. Everybody don't get that positivity and that build up at home. Everybody don't get that. So looking back, I'm like, man, I was super blessed to have that right in the home, like every day. Cause like I said, my mom worked in a school system. So when I got to middle school, I was riding with her to school. I would ride the bus home, but then once she started doing the after school joint, I'm with her at the after school, so I'm riding home with her. So I'm always getting that positive reinforcement. Some days it was rough. Some days she was leaning on me for making bad decisions. Some days I had to hear that. Like, but I'm glad that I had that. And that love that she had for me, she put me in different environments that I needed to be in. Like she made me do a play before, bro. She made me do a play. She was like, I'm trying to think if that was middle school or high school, but she made me do the play. She was like, yeah, you doing drama. I'm like, what? Like, I'm not about to do drama. Like, no, I'm not about to be in a play. She was like, yes, you are. Like, you're going to be in a play. I was like, what is the point of that? She was like, you need to be around different people than you are normally around. I want you to be comfortable around everybody. Yeah. I was not trying to hear it, bro. Like, I was not trying to hear that, bro. But I had fun. Yeah. Like, I had fun. I was nervous, super nervous up there on stage. I was super nervous, bro, but I had fun. And like now as an adult, I'm like, I see what she was doing and I'm glad she did it. Yeah, bro. Negatively, I would probably say like when my family member did that to me, that probably, I had some friend, like a friend that kind of like did something shady that I wouldn't have expected. Like I thought our relationship was stronger than that. That's kind of like something that impacted me negatively. Like, because once again, it's like, this is why I don't open up. Like, because I got to worry. Once I open up, I got to worry about you being who you really say you are. Like, and I don't really have time. I don't like putting energy into anything that's not positive, bro. Like it really like gives me anxiety, like talking about negative stuff and dealing with drama. And like, I don't have energy for that. I try to be as positive as possible. Yeah.
Something I see in a lot of successful men is they have one, if not both, of these pivotal women behind them. And that's a good mom and a good wife. And like, I definitely see like, you know, you talk about your mom, I'm like, man, we must got the same mom. Yeah. You know, because it's just like my mom, you know, she's backing me. Like earlier, she was like, you need some stuff for the podcast. Like, I'll buy some, you need a new laptop, you know, all the different types of stuff. I said, I might.
Right. Like, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. Or back when I play football, she'd be in the stands. You know, I usually can't hear nobody, but I heard my mom. I heard mama. Yeah. You need me to block for you? Yeah. Yes, I do.
You hear mom up there for sure.
Yeah. But it makes a difference. And like all the great men that I, you know, have spoken to, or you know, they all talk about their mom, you know, and that how that, like you said, it molds you into who you are, you know. Even his mom like my mom. Yeah. She, you know, she's like, hey, like, you know, you doing good, you working, you know, you, and that means a lot too. Yeah. Just to have those type of women, you know, in your
that
life.
Really like care and are really in your corner. Like, it definitely means a lot, man.
What's something about love no one prepared you for?
Man, that's a good question. Something about love no one prepared you for. I would say I was never really taught like how to be a good spouse or partner. I never really learned that. Shout out to my pops. Me and my pops, we got a good relationship. I love my dad. But we didn't really like, we didn't really go over that one. So this is like, my relationship now is like my first like real relationship as an adult. So like, we always talk about it. I'm like, we're learning on the fly. Yeah. Cause like, I didn't have like anybody like, hey, this is how conduct yourself in a relationship. This is what, like, we all know, like, be faithful. Like we know that, like everybody know that, but like it's so much more that goes into a relationship, like a real relationship, like like a real John, like not like, yeah, a real John though. You feel me? Like I'll just leave it at that. But like that's what goes in. Like so, that's difficult. Like I always find myself like not necessarily questioning, but like, could I do this better, or could I be better in this area, or like, should I ask about this? Like, I don't know. I'm big on like my role in situations. When stuff goes right or when stuff goes wrong. I'm big on like pointing out, like analyzing my role and kind of seeing like, where can I get better? Like, where am I dropping the ball at? Like, I don't know. So I feel like that I never really was prepared for like how to be a good partner. I think I'm doing okay. We always could be better in any area, but I think as long as we're trying to improve and trying to get better, I think that's that's the main part, because as long as you're trying, you'll find the answers that you're looking for. As long as you're like putting in real effort. That's what anything you put in real effort, you'll be able to figure out what you're looking for.
How do you help men redefine strength through the lens of love and vulnerability?
Man, that's a good one. I try to like let other men and like young males know that like you have to talk about your feelings. I don't care who you talk about it with. Like you gotta like get it out though. Like you gotta get it out. And I try to like be the example. Like I try to be the example, because like we said, if someone isn't taught something, how do we expect them to know it? So I try to model it. I try to model that behavior. I tell my kids that I coach, I love them. To them, it might be uncomfortable, but to me, that's me letting y'all know that this is okay. Like you can do this. Like you can tell another man that you love him. Like you can tell another man that you missed him, or you ain't seen him in a while. Is he okay? You can ask him that. Like these are things that I try to model even with my friends, my peers, because it's just not like, now we see it a lot. Oh, men's mental health and men, we see it a lot now. It's become kind of commercial, but it's still not really practiced enough. Like we see it all the time, like young men that are just dealing with a lot and they don't discuss it with anybody. So I feel like I try to do my part by just modeling it. And like I tell my brothers when we get off FaceTime, love you, say love you, bro, before we hang up. Love you too. Like just because, man, like our emotions matter too, bro. Like I feel like that type of conversation opens the door to expressing yourself. Like if bro tell me he loved me, that might make him feel comfortable enough to talk about what's been going on at work, or talk about what's been going on with the baby mom. Like you never know, bro. Like so because I had a friend that I lost because I feel like I could have been a better friend. I feel like he was dealing with something and he didn't let anybody know because he didn't feel comfortable talking about it. So from that day on, I vowed to always make my friends feel like that door was open. And that was 2018, and ever since then I've just been like I carried that weight. Like I kind of feel like I wasn't a good enough friend to where he felt as though he could express himself. And maybe it wasn't just me, maybe it's but that's just how I internalize that. So I always try to make sure that my friends know, and anybody around me knows, that I love them and that the door is always open to like discuss anything that you're dealing with. With no judgment.
Nah, I definitely agree with that. I think two things. My track coach, shout out Coach Perkins. Like he it's evolved from him being my coach to mentor to now we friends, and we get off the phone and be like, man, I love you, man. And that definitely does mean a lot, because how often do you hear black men, especially telling each other that they love each other? Right. Even now, like I don't necessarily tell him I love him, but what we do is be like, man, sometimes I don't know, but I'm proud of you, bro. Like, you really doing what you're supposed to.
And that's big too.
Yeah, like, because how often do you, you hear that, and it really means a lot, because in that moment, like, it always comes at the right moments. He be like, yo, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, all right, bet. All right. Now I'm ready to go.
I needed that. Yeah. That's what it be sometimes, bro. Like you need to hear it sometimes. Like I look at myself and I'm like, for somebody like me who's always helping others, like, I don't know, sometimes you just need that person like, yo, you good? Like, or like you said, keep going, bro. Like just those words, because it's like, I wear so many hats and like literally every day people are relying on me to do my part. Whether it's at work, at home, at basketball. You feel me? So like for me, it's like it just makes a difference to have somebody sometimes be like, yo, like, yeah, you straight. I'm proud of you, bro. Love you, bro. Keep going. Like something like, but it's it's a big part.
Well, if you haven't heard it recently, I'm proud of you, bro. Not even trying to be funny, but like, you know, like I probably said this like 3 times already, but like that NAPDAY joint, like it really lit a fire in me to really push forward to try to have this tournament. And then also you being a head coach of like like that's one of the things I aspire to do. Like I want to be the head coach of a football team. So like you see you do that, like that's just like, okay, first of all, that's fire. Like that's, you know, just understanding the responsibility, like you are in charge of young men.
Yes.
And not even just the sports aspect, like you are in charge of like the growth of men too, you know? So if you haven't heard it recently, proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Proud of you too, bro.
Proud of you too, gang.
Yeah, gang.
So, if you could change the way love is perceived in the world, what would it be?
That's a good one too. Change the way love is perceived. I feel like a lot of people assume that love is supposed to come with something. Like I feel like that's the way a lot of people see love in this time. In this time, like where we are right now. Like I feel like people believe that love is supposed to come with something. Like if I love you, I'm supposed to give you something, or if I love you, I'm supposed to provide something for you. When in actuality, I feel like love should be looked at more as support. Love is more of a support. Like if I love you, I'm going to support you. I'm going to support what you do. I'm going to support what you pursue. If I love you, I'm going to support you in your time of need. So, I feel like that's a big difference. As I've gotten older, I've realized like the importance of like showing up for other people. It'll be sometimes when I might not be able to show up for myself, but I know that this person deserves my time, or this person deserves me being around. But yeah, I feel like love should be more associated with support rather than opportunity, I'll say. I'll use the word opportunity. Yeah, man.
Finish the sentence. Love is...
Love is valuable. Love is valuable. Like I said earlier, a lot of people don't have like love around them. And as I mature, I can notice it by their actions. Like I can see when people are looking for it, or if they've just been without it for a while. Like I can almost like kind of tell, and I don't judge them off of that. I try to give them grace, grace and support. Like, and I think that's part of like my issue is that I try to give everybody like extra grace because I see where they are coming from, or I see what they're dealing with. So I try to, you feel me? Like, so I try to like always find myself giving, oh, well, he had to deal with X, Y, and Z. So But yeah, man, it's a good thing and a bad thing. But if I had to finish the sentence, I feel like love is, man, what word did I say? Valuable. Very valuable. It's very valuable because everybody don't get it, especially adults. Especially adults.
Especially black men. They think that we, you know, something my girl said, she said, I be forgetting that men have feelings.
For real though. For real, bro. She's like, oh, I forgot.
My bad, my fault.
My fault. Right though.
Yeah, but it's funny, but at the same time, that's like wow though. I feel like a lot of women do. That's why they say the stuff that they be saying. That's why they do the stuff they do. But they don't realize, that hurt too. That hurt that you scratched my car.
Right. Nah, for real though. Like, and it be small stuff sometimes, bro. Like I said, it be small stuff. Like sometimes we just cool with hey babe, like have a good, like, you feel me? We cool with that sometimes, but it's like, it's the no acknowledgement that's like, like, hey, I'm still here. Like, you feel me? Like, that's the difference. So, but yeah, like I said, man, I'm lucky to have Ty, man, and she supports me and makes me feel wanted all the time. So, shout out to her, man.
I feel like like the role we play as men is part of the reason why females feel like we have no emotions. Because you gotta think, we're supposed to protect.
Yeah.
When they have an issue, they come to us.
Yeah.
When they're crying, they come to us. Yeah. So it's like, we're solving your shit, or we're here for you. Yeah. It's hard to even think like, oh yeah, I forgot though. Like, you need this too.
What about when I'm down bad?
But they get used to it. But as a man though, it don't matter, down bad or not. It don't matter if my leg is broke. If my girl's in danger and I don't protect, she gonna look at me crazy. You know what I mean? I can't turn around and run. Yeah. Besides the fact my leg broke. You know what I mean? But
that ain't got nothing to do with it.
But if I turn around and run though, it's crazy. But so it's still like, you still down bad. You have a mental, but you still gotta stay grounded. I still expect you to
hold me down.
Man, it should be crazy right now.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot. And like, it becomes even more like, I don't know, like, I got 2 daughters too. So like, I take all that on, like, like naturally, like in my mind, like no matter what, like I got to protect, like no matter what, like, and it's cause it's not just me. Like, it's not just me no more. Like I grew up, like I said, I got siblings, but, for the most of my childhood, I was in the house. Like I was the only kid. Like, so I grew up like basically an only child. So I'm used to, it's just me. Like, I just got fend for myself type. Right. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm used to. And then transition from that to a family with a wife and 2 daughters that you're responsible for every day. Yeah. Now it's like, hold on. Like, I gotta move different for real. Like, like literally every day I gotta move different. So, but like you said, like that, our emotions, like that gets lost in that process. That gets lost because they get so used to us protecting that becomes normal. Like, it's just the way of the world for us. That's the crazy part. It's just the way of the world for us. Like,
I like something. This be the last thing because I don't want to hold you too long. But like, you know, my girl, she be surprised when I don't got money. Like,
oh, you ain't got no money?
Yeah, like, you got it. Like, what? And it's crazy, but it's a compliment because it's like I always make sure, like, I always make a way. Yeah. So then she'd be like, "Can I get this?" No, why not? I don't got it. What you mean?
You're right. Like, hold on.
What that means?
Is that English? Like, what?
You playing? You joking?
Like, yo, she asked me that the other day. She was like, "So you don't really don't got no money?"
Oh, you for real?
Yeah, like you got a little bit of money, or you really don't got no money?
Right?
$0.
Nah, that's good though that you got that transparency. Like, y'all got that relationship where even though she's not used to it, like y'all still got that relationship where you can be like, "Hey, I don't got it today. Like, I'm down." Like that's a sign of a good relationship though.
Yeah, and I feel like also too, I just. Like I said, like I've always, you know, so she knows that if I did, that I'll go ahead on.
She know you're not bluffing.
Yeah. So, because at the beginning, she'd be like, you know what? Don't even tell me you're going to give me something because I don't know if you're going to do it or not. And that wasn't even on me. That's just dudes in the past that kept their energy arguing. Yeah. So now how do I know? But now at this point, she knows like, well, once you got it, you know. All
right, just let me know.
Yeah, now she know that she know on payday. I'm gonna get a text. I'm gonna get a text or a call like, "Hey, you know what it is."
You're right.
Her and my sisters, like, they all know. They know exactly as soon as I put that check into my account, I get do. They be like, they're like, hey, bud. Don't hey, bud, me.
I already know what they on.
Hey, buddy.
You're right.
It's all good. I wouldn't want it no other way though.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's good that they know that they can count on you too.
Mm-hmm.
And like, as time goes on, what I'm realizing too is like, when they get to a point where the tables turn, they're gonna have your back too, because they know you held them down.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? I'm having the hardest time being comfortable like with like women giving me money.
Yeah.
Like it is so like I feel like when I was younger, like it was okay. I think since I stopped asking my mom for money, I can't like
right.
It's so weird. Like
it's different. It's different.
Can't like even gifts. Like I feel like when I accept gifts, it seems like I don't like it, but it's like I'm just trying to find the emotion.
You like uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you.
Right. Yeah, facts. So, that's how it be. Like when people give you compliments and stuff, it's like, all right, that's enough. Like,
I'm like, okay, geez, thanks.
Like, chill.
Can we move on now?
I really do be like, all right, chill. Too much, not too much.